Welcome to Zone to Speak, reporting from the road at the Via Race. 4,000 kilometers of pure ultra cycling from Italy to the Netherlands. I'm Juliana, traveling with the race and bringing you daily highlights, rider stories, and the moments that define the ride. Let's dive in. Hey everyone, Juliana here, checking in from the road for your day 3 update on the Via Race and what shift we have seen today. After 2 fast and furious days, last night became the moment most riders finally gave in to rest. The adrenaline of the start and the mad dash up Montevergine, Campo Imperatore, and Sella di Leonessa gave way to the realization you can't ride forever without paying the price. The sleep that had to be settled. Brunovic set the tone, stopping in Terra Nuova Bracciolini for a solid 7-hour break, a luxurious pause for someone leading a 4,000-kilometer race. Behind him, Adam Bialek and Jakub Tomasic also opted to rest, making it clear no one was pushing through another sleepless night. By this morning, all three had reached Gate 6, Passo del Giorgio, in the northern Apennines, with Bruno still in the front, but Adam now just an hour behind. Jakub is riding strong in third. Further back, Lucas Becker and Sam Muscat are showing serious momentum. Sam especially has rebounded in a big way and is climbing up the leaderboard fast. Not bad for a guy mentored by Lucas in last year's edition. Mark Buchel continues despite being on antibiotics. Yes, really. And Philip Hennig, Alex Grohl, Yair Hugland, and Christian Jakubek round up the top 10. In the women's race, sleep was less of a priority. Gosha, the current leader, tackled the gnarly gravel climb up Sella di Leonessa in the middle of the night. Talk about fearless. That earned her a 2-hour gap over Joanna Ruminska, who took a slightly more cautious route, but by this afternoon that lead flipped. Gosha lost time on a wrong turn, while Joanna stayed steady and passed her north of Orvieto. In third, Fiona Shorten continues with her signature strategy, consistent riding and solid overnight sleep. Leona and Anissa are climbing steadily, while rookie Eva trails about a day behind but is still going strong. Meanwhile, the non-standard category, Enrico Helix, tackled Campo Imperatore early this morning in his Velomobile. A bizarre but brilliant sight on those high-altitude climbs. And Em Wilson is still out there with their cargo bike, smiling all the way according to Instagram. We've also got stories from the road that are pure via magic. Gregor Towers lost his phone after crushing the Sella di Leonessa climb and retraced his step through the gravel roads to find it. Yes, he did it. Listen to his chat with the Via crew later in the episode. And let me tell you about Cesare. After a miserable evening full of punctures, he wandered into a toy shop in a small town, only to find the owner, a cyclist named Luigi, who had exactly what he needed: CO2 cartridges, tubes, and a proper workshop. As of now, most riders have passed Gate 3, Campo Imperatore. Many are approaching Gate 5, Amelia, and only a handful have made it to Gate 6, Passo del Giorgio. But the next challenge is looming: the Alps. The route from Italy to Austria involves either the Brenner Pass or Passo Rombo. The riders may soon have to choose not based on elevation or distance, but on weather. Snow is in the forecast overnight at Kutai Dam, the highest point in the race. And it is already raining and 11 degrees Celsius as we drive up toward Brenner. That's all for now from the road. Now that I have updated you on how riders are climbing, descending, and chasing the horizon, I also want to share with you how they are pedaling through history. Literally. Today, we kick off part one of our Via Race Route Deep Dive, a journey through Roman roads, emperors, elephants, and yes, even flag throwing. You have been listening to me saying names like Giovinazzo, Castel de Monte, Montevergini, Campo Imperatori, Sella di Leonessa, Passo de Giorgio, Alpennines, Kutai Dam, and more. Let me tell you about Giovinazzo, where chapter 2 starts. We begin at the end of Germanicus' life. After his mysterious death in the east, the Roman general's body was brought back to Italy, carried up the Roman roads toward Rome. Giovinazzo, our start town, lies near the ancient Via Traiana, once called Luvinacium. It was built on the ruins of Netium, destroyed during the Punic Wars when Hannibal stormed through southern Italy. Oh, and don't miss the Arch of Trojan, right at the gateway to the Old Town, an iconic Roman welcome to start chapter 2. Castle del Monte, Puglia. A castle like no other, built by Frederick II, the Holy Roman Emperor, King of Germany, Italy, and Sicily, aka Stupor Mundi, or Wonder of the World. Castel del Monte is an octagonal marvel perched in the hills. From here, you can see the battlefield of Cannae, where Hannibal pulled off his most brilliant and bloody victory against the Romans. And yes, Hannibal is everywhere in this route. Keep count of the bridges named after him. Montevergini, Avellino, elephants, pilgrims, diversity, you bet. The sanctuary of Montevergini is not only a sacred spot, also hosts the Giutta del Femminile, a celebration of gender diversity rooted in ancient traditions. And just down the road is Benevento, once called Malavento, aka the bad place, until the Romans flipped the script after a major victory against King Pyrrhus and his elephants, hence Benevento, the good place. It was also a major crossroad of the Via Appia and the Via Traiana, roads that carried generals, pilgrims, and yes, the body of Germanicus. Campo Imperatori, known as the Emperor's Feud. This vast plateau in the Apennines is home to the Golden Eagles, Giro d'Italia's dreams, and a strange fascist footnote. In 1943, Mussolini, obsessed with the Roman grandeur, was held prisoner here, until the Nazis swooped in to bust him out. Ride through this landscape and you will pass Rocca Calastio, the highest fortress in the Apennines, and the stunning octagonal Church of Santa Maria della Pietà. Yes, octagons, again, the Romans loved symmetry. And there you have it, part one of our historic journey up the Italian peninsula. From Hannibal's war elephants to the hidden emperors, from fascist ruins to ancient altars. This race is more than a challenge, it's a living timeline. Stay tuned for part 2 tomorrow as we head further north into Austria, the Rhine, and the echoes of empire. Okay, you know those moments in ultra when logic says stop, but your legs and your gut say go? Well, James, the biking Viking, had one of those, riding up Sella di Leonessa late at night with rain threatening and every reason to wait, but nope, he went for it. Here is his story, part grit, part gamble, and peak biking Viking energy.
Juliana, I have a story for you this morning. As I was heading up the climb last night up to Sella di Leonessa, it was pitch black and it looked like thunderstorms up ahead, and I was really worried about it raining, and I decided to go for it. And in my moment of kind of strength, I was rewarded with this wonderful couple. So as I started the climb up to, I've forgotten the town in the middle, Miko something, a van comes on this dark rural road and just starts following me, and I'm getting pretty nervous. And then they started trying to talk to me. I think they were being supportive, and so they drove 20 meters in front of me, I think to light the way, just be there if I needed any help. I didn't, it was all good, but they drove like that for an hour until I reached their town. And then they were very insistent upon me showering and staying with them. But I felt good. I wanted to get the climb done last night, and so I said, no, I'll carry on. And that's when they really started laying it on heavy, and they were telling me there's wolves up at the top and I need to be really careful. But I said thank you and then carried on. And then about an hour and a half later, I'm like near the top of the climb and I can start hearing wolf noises. I think it could have just been dogs, but in my mind it was wolves. That's it. Hope you're good.
All right, time for a little trail tale. Our team caught up with Matt for a quick chat about one of those classic ultra moments, the hike-a-bike. Here's Matt mid-race sharing how it all went down, or rather up.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, Harry. How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad, you're right.
Have you
You guys
stopped?
arrived about 10 minutes ago. You would have found me asleep on that bed.
No, we lost.
We thought that the tracker
Wasn't
late,
updating, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
we saw you
I
were.
was fast asleep on that bench.
How was your night?
Yeah, it was okay. I stayed in the hotel. So for a few hours. And then I had about 3 hours of sleep. So, just had a nap. That hiker bike was just fucking horrible. Absolutely terrible. So. I've nearly caught Harry as well. That's the goal.
Wow, nice. To give him a little tap on the shoulder.
Yeah, that's it. I thought I was going to catch him yesterday, but I never did. No, he was a lot further ahead than I thought. Where am I going to put that?
Bye.
At gate 2, we caught up with Wayne Harrod, still smiling after giving the climb everything he had. Here's a quick check-in from the man himself.
Good morning. Just in my food par. Sally's told me I was a bit short on gate 2. Okay, I didn't realise. I know I didn't get in. I thought I'd made it. Obviously, I don't know what happened. When I planned the route, it was there, but then on I really don't know what happened. But I climbed as much as I could. El Stumpy's a bit sore, so yeah, I thought that was a climb. Okay, if I get disqualified, that's fine, but that's as much as I could have done. Now I'm gonna crack on to gate 3. Absolutely apologising. It wasn't intentional. Okay, it really wasn't. Okay, Sorry, and I really mean that. Sorry.
And that's all for today's episode. I want to thank the listeners for tuning in. Your support means everything. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider following, leaving a review, and sharing it with your friends.